morning, YouTube, and everybody in the landscape and lawn care community. Adrian Stewart here, Legend Landscape. Today is Thursday, June 14th, and it's starting out to be a nice day already. Remember early this morning, I wake up at like 4 o'clock in the morning. Right now it's about 6:15, and I'm headed to the shop. But I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, take a shower, etc., etc. But, today's trash day, or one of the trash days. And just when I stepped outside, to take the trash out before I even, went to take a shower, it felt nice and cool. It's supposed to be hot today, probably in the 80s, but it wasn't feeling humid, It was just feeling, I don't know, man. It's those summer days where you like saying it's like perfect. Sometimes got that little bit of a breeze. It just feels real comfortable. Now I don't know if that's going to stay for the rest of the day or not. But if it does, that would be good. It would be like perfect weather, to work in, or just to even enjoy yourself out and about. Even if you're not working, those days don't come by a lot. So you just know in the mornings, like, okay, this feels nice and perfect, like the right temperature. And it was like 77, I believe, or 70 something in the morning. I may be jumping the gun with the 70 something, but it was in the 70s. I know that. So anyway, so good to know that, at least we'll enjoy some of the weather. Now, I'll get back with you to say, like, the weather's, changed, got worse. I don't know what got worse, but got hotter, or more humid. I'll mention that if that's the case. But yeah, today, just going to commercial property, First in Bethesda. Need to do a visit. Need to bring these two Akubas that plants that need to change out. That the manager wanted out when I first talked to her about this property, and I'm going to take the existing ones and move them down somewhere else, and then probably going to hit a couple of residentials and another commercial property in Silver Spring, and then we'll just see, what the day brings. So I will get back with you guys a little later. All right. Hey guys, I forgot to tell you that I received my new, let's see the box, Cujo Yardware. And now as I'm starting to drive, but I think I can multitask here. I've been waiting to get these. Saw a couple of my friends on Instagram, the other landscapers, that shown them, and I said, oh man, that would be perfect. But yeah, this is, supposed to be nice and rugged here. And it also matches my company gear, at the Legend Landscape with the green. So I will be breaking these in today. And of course I'll be sharing it on my social media pages. Because I'm sure that even if you don't have a company or work for a company, you may do work in your own yard. These may come in handy for you. So, yeah, Cujo Yardware. They have a bunch of different, shoes and gear. You want to say yardware, if you want to say. Not just this pair. There's different colors. To whatever I guess suits you. But I'm glad I got these because, you know, I still been wearing those boots that I kept saying that I needed some new boots. And I kept finding myself still wearing the same boots, you know, feeling like, you know, the sole was gone and feeling like there was a rock in the bottom of my foot, you know. But yeah, I ordered these. They came in yesterday, and I'm glad, and I can't wait to break them in. So stay tuned on, you know, how, you know, my report on them, on how they feel and how they work out as far as, you know, doing different, you know, mowing and other fields of landscaping. All right. Hey guys, I'm over here at the Silver Springs spot, making a little stop, showing Troy what's up with this place. There's a tree right there. All right. Keep this on camera here. Maybe we can walk through this way. Alright. Oh, this weed over here. Make sure we don't get a parking ticket. Yeah. Alright, we're just making a little quick stop. Pulling some weeds, checking everything real quick. Should give you guys a little idea what it looked like. So we'll be coming back here to you know, the shrubs soon. Huh? Yeah. All right. I'm over here double parked. All right, just came here to do a little quick survey. We just, I don't know, you can just throw that in there. All right. And then you see those suckers that's at the bottom of the, we're not doing that right now, but at the bottom of the trees. That's the type of stuff we're gonna end up getting out. But we'll come back another time. Yeah. All right, we'll head on to Bethesda now. Hey guys, we're over here at this Bethesda property. We had already planted the Akuba that I wanted to put down, which I took some video of. Now I'm about to help weed these beds with Troy. Bethesda Chevy Chase. I mean, I keep saying Bethesda, but it's Chevy Chase. So I got the my new Cujo yard wares on. Oh yeah. And obviously I'm glad to have those on too. They feel nice and comfortable, man. Oh yeah, I like these. All right, this is where we are. Feels nice today, man. It feels nice. Not too humid, nice little breeze. Yeah, well, nothing too major going on here, you know, just checking these, you know, beds out and, you know, looking for weeds to pull. That's pretty much, you know, doing our little visit here, so there's no grass, so it's just beds, so we already planted what we needed to plant. Just gonna check for some weeds. Not too many things need to be pruned as of yet. I mean, these things are starting to show a little growth, but I think they can wait till next week when we come back and deal with them then. But everything's looking pretty good so far, so I will get with you guys in a little bit. I don't know if it'll be here or at the next spot, or when we drop off one of the mowers, one of my backup mowers to the mechanic to one of my right standards. That'll be probably the next thing we're gonna do before we do the residential. So I'll get back with you guys. All right. Away from this mower making noise. I didn't show you where we went to next. We went to the mechanic for the mowers to drop off my stander, so that could get fixed. It might be done in a couple hours, he told me. So now we're at Residential Properties, Silver Spring. And so y'all can see it, I'm gonna show it to you. This one property over here has people doing siding to it, so we can't do that today. And we're working on this other property over here today. So we're gonna knock this out. That smaller property we're gonna cut, and then we're gonna plant some plants and mulch it and get on to the next job. So we will get back with you in a little bit. It feels nice out here, I can tell you that. All right. Hey. All right, guys. We're still at the residential house. We already finished the mowing. We're just doing some planting and some mulching real quick. And I took some dirt here where I'm at right now, just to fill in this little hole. There was like a big hole, like one of those holes where you just walking and not even paying attention, and you step in, probably twist your ankle. So I used the dirt from the front to fill that up, and I'll show you what we're doing in the front. All right. Okay. Yeah, that's probably enough right there. You want to take this? Okay. Yeah. I'll just grab some more. We'll just show them what they're doing over here. Yeah, put the mulch down. Some over here. Alright, let me go ahead and get the spread. Just doing a little bit of watering. We'll be coming back to put some more plantings down, but we put a couple of hydrangeas and butterfly bushes. Over here it's empty, but just a little quick pit stop with the planting, so we'll be back. Alright, I'll get with you guys the next stop, or I don't know where I'll be, but I'll get back with you. Hey guys, that's my famous line. Hey guys. Oh man, it's been a minute since I last got on here and talked to you guys today. I believe I was probably finished up the Silver Spring residential jobs probably maybe 3 hours ago, because it's 4:20 now. I'm at the shop getting ready to leave. Yeah, I think, yeah, it was that. Actually, yeah, I said I went to the Kensington mechanic to drop off my right stander. 52-inch. I needed 2 new tires on there, so I did that before I went to the Silver Spring job. I've been waiting to get that there because been having issues with some tires. You know, I pick it up, next that tire going down, so we just decided to get brand new tires. But only issue is I tried to take off the tire myself and take off, lug nuts and everything, so I could just take it down there to, to the mechanic. But one of the lug nuts was stripped and couldn't get it off. And in the meantime, the other tire went flat. So I was trying to take the mower out so I could put it on the trailer, and then I was having difficulty doing it by myself because it was just digging in the gravel, digging in the dirt, and then when I think one of the rims came off, and so the deck, it was causing the deck to lower, and so it was a bit of a pain. So me and Troy got it on the trailer this morning, with the combination of me and him kind of moving it while moving the gears, and then me using the zero turn to help try to push it towards the trailer. And it took us a minute, but we got it on. The only thing was the bracket at the bottom when you the ramp when you enter the trailer, little metal bracket there with the rubber at the bottom. It started to bend it, and whatever through when the deck went over it. And I was kind of just, I'll deal with that later, and which I was dealing with that when I got back to the shop. So I got it back together. It's not the greatest, but it's not sticking up, and I think it will hold for now. So I was working on that, as well as taking the trailer off and getting things organized for tomorrow, because we won't need a trailer for tomorrow. But I tested out another guy that was looking for a job, who called me while I was on my way back, and I said, okay, I hear all this stuff that everyone's supposed to know. Guys say y'all experienced, you got all this and that, but just come on, let me see what you got, because I don't want to hear what you got. I'm hearing too many stories from people. And that's probably a bad thing, because I just been through a lot. A lot of just people talking good stuff and can't back it up. So the guy showed up, put him on the walk behind the hydro skag, and he looked a little shaky. It seemed like he knew how to operate, but when he was on the Velke, it seemed a little shaky. He couldn't back up. Anybody experienced can just back up straight with no problem, just like if you back up a truck and trailer with no problem. So but each time it just amazes me sometimes when someone thinks that they're really experienced, they try to go real slow and then try to show you, like, see, I know how to work it. And I'm like, no, you don't know how to work it. I mean, like you should. So I showed him, and then I asked him, I said, I just want to know, is there a communication? It was a Spanish guy, but he seemed to understand and know what he was talking about. But I asked him, I tried to figure out, like, what mowers has he used before, just to see. I said, how are you used to the mowers? He kept saying red one. I said, Exmark. It was a hydro or belt driven? Kidding, but I'm like, you're not understanding me. I said, was it like this, where you squeeze and you can back up and kind of control where you want to, with the hydraulic? Or did you have a gear at the bottom you can use with your knee and the handlebars are down? And he was like, yeah. I said, okay, I get it. You're used to the belt driven ones, which I have too, but I use the Skags and the zero turn and the walk behind, which are hydraulic, which also I have the right standards are hydraulic. But anybody who's going to be using this equipment, they need to know how to use the hydraulic. Now Troy, he was in the same boat. He knew the belt driven ones more. So with a little bit of time with him playing around at the shop, like I mentioned to you, he got a grip on it, and then I let him loose. After he said he wanted to go out there and mow, I was like, okay, you got it, man. You got it, my friend. And he seemed to, do his thing. So this guy, hey, I like, if someone doesn't know something, just tell me you don't know how to use it. That's fine. I don't want you to lie and just say, yeah, it's just because you want to act like you, because you're going to look like a fool when it comes time to trying to show me, and then you can't really use it after just trying to say, yeah, I know how to use it. Oh, boy, I tell you. So anyway, he seemed like a good guy, man. You know, he got on the zero turn. He seemed to, you know that pretty good. Not 100%, but he knew a little bit better than the other one. So I just told him, you know, I want to just see how he is out in the field, you know, cutting grass and, you know, and whatever he doesn't know, I can show him. But one thing that he did have that was good is that he has his DOT physical card, which means he can drive my dump truck and trailer, you know. So, but before we get to that, I want to try him out. You know, I told him I want you to see what we have, you know, see if you like it, you know, because a lot of times, a few times people come there and see how much work it is, and it's not just some doing houses. I got big commercial properties, and sometimes that makes people not want to work sometimes. But if you're down for working, shouldn't matter. I got plenty of work there for you to do, and I told him that. So since you just tell me now, because I don't want to waste my time. I just said I can work with you and make sure I know you know what you're doing. And if you know what you're doing, or if there's some things I need to like help train you on, I can do that. But I'm not gonna just let you loose and say, here's the truck. You know, you're a foreman. Nah, I want to see what you know. And then I do. You know, you got that DOT card. That's a plus. And you show me the other stuff, then you can end up taking that truck and end up being a foreman running a crew. Then I can set up another truck. That's what I wanted to do. So I'm not jumping for joy yet. You know, I explained to him as well about how, you know, I meet people, we talk, and yeah, you say you want a job, and sometimes people, you don't hear from them again. They don't show up, even though if they tell you, oh, no, I'm not like that. I don't like that. Oh, no, my friend. No, nah. Yeah, I've seen it happen. You know, so I just told him if something else came up, man, please just tell me, you know, something else came up better for you and you went. I'd rather just you tell me that than all of a sudden when I'm expecting you don't show up. But he seemed like he said he got 3 kids. He's really trying to work. I've heard that story too. He had a safety vest and you know, a couple of, you know, little pruners and, you know, stuff with him that made it seem like, you know, he is about, you know, doing this type of work. So I think I'm gonna give him a shot. I'm just trying to decide if I want him to start tomorrow or Monday, and I'm kind of thinking that over from now until I get home and, you know, get a chance to, you know, to marinate on it. So so if I end up having him and Troy, you know, I think I'll do pretty good here. If things work out with this guy in the future, you know, if I'm able to get more work, you know, then, you know, I can have another crew. And then set up another truck. So that's what I want to do. So like I said, I'm not jumping for joy just yet, because I've been let down when I had thought that I was going to get a situation like this with someone having the DOT or someone being able to run another truck. You know, that's just going to open a lot of things up for me. So just going to take it one step at a time and see how it goes. Other than that, I mean, it was a nice day. It's nice and breezy today. It's like 80-something degrees. You know, it got a little hot, you know, hotter than it did earlier, which, you know, I mentioned earlier about how it was, you know, nice and early in the morning, and I would let you know if it changed. And it did get hot when we were in some areas where we were in a straight sun, and it was getting hot, but it wasn't too humid. I mean, it's still breezy right now, so it feels good. You know, we had a couple of things we knocked out pretty quick with the commercial properties in Bethesda and Silver Spring, the residential properties or what have you. And then you know, Troy was, you know, getting off to go to his second job, and then I met that guy at the shop, and I, you know, handled what I needed to handle here. So now it's 4:30. I'm about to head on home and get prepared for tomorrow. Tomorrow's work. Get my mind straight on some communication, emails, proposals, things, you know, of that nature. Then try to relax a little bit as much as I can with the fam. My son, you know, he should be coming home from preschool today. Yeah, probably another hour or so. So, yeah, that's about it for the day. Nothing too special, but, you know, this was a day in the life of Legend Landscape. All right, guys, I will check you tomorrow. Something comes up, before I get home and you get back on, don't be surprised, because I like jumping back on here. But other than that, I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow. All right.